man, when they thought it was finna end. Thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you forever lighting with your boy Stories with V. At this time up, y'all know what I need y'all to do for us. Like, share, comment. I repeat, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the hype button, man. Drop us a comment. Also, tap in with us, man, on all social media platforms so you stay tapped in and locked in. Kick back, relax. I got some heat coming y'all way. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. What's up, y'all? We back at him again, man. Kicking it off from the top. V Prime Story Time. So today, I got a wicked and wild one, man. And this is how the underdog sometimes end up turning into the big dog. And you gotta always be mindful, yo, and be careful who and what you do things to, because you never know what they gonna end up turning out to be. So now, boom, we got my little man Jimmy. So now, Jimmy, I can't lie, frail, quiet, humble, meek, laid back, stayed out the way. The man did not have a aggressive bone in his body. I'm talking about Shorty was one of them guys that was around the way that just stayed out the way, man. He had a little job. He went to work, never really made no noise. Everybody around the way really rocked with him. They really liked him for real because he was just so quiet. He was so like innocent for real. He was always laid back. Now, mind you, he come from a two-parent household, but his father him and mom end up having a little dispute. He ends up skipping town, going to whatever little city he ends up going to. So now, during this time, it's just Jim, Doug, and Mama Love. So boom, he doing his 1-2. He going to school. He playing sports, whatever the case may be. But he kind of having a hard time. Y'all already know what I mean. When you the guy that's on the block, that's the laid back dude, that's the quiet dude that ain't making no waves. Like I always tell y'all, you got guys that they don't have rank outside. So their only mission is, who can I find that's less than me on the totem pole that I can try to boost myself? Like I always tell y'all, it's like the guy that has to unscrew somebody else's light bulb just for them to shine. If you a man, you going to always deal with men. If you're a tough guy, you going to always seek out other tough guys just to see who the toughest. You not going to want to give nobody no bump that don't want no bump, because then you turn into a turkey. Then you turn into a duck. So bum. One day, Jimmy coolin' for real. He got the little job at the warehouse. So bum, it's payday. He goes to work. He ends up leaving his card at home. So he holler at his boss, whatever the case may be. He ends up getting a paper check. So now when he get the paper check, of course, he got to shoot to the check cash spot. Bum. He goes up there, cash his check. He get the money. As he's leaving out the spot, he like, damn, let me go ahead and put this $300 up for real. Let's say the check was probably like $700. Boom. He like, man, let me put this little $300 up because I'm going to stack this to the side. Ends up peeling off $300, open the sole of his shoes, put it in there. Boom. He keep the rest of the money. He put it in his pocket. As he's walking back home for real, he stopped the store, grabbed him a pack of wraps, whatever the case may be. He start rolling one up. Boom. He hit the main street. Something in his mind say, you know what? Let me go ahead and take the shortcut. Let me walk through the back block. Go ahead and hit the alley. I'm going to be able to get home faster. Boom. As he's coming through the alley, it's two guys right there. He know the two little dudes for real. Now, mind you, when I say little dudes, y'all already know my lingo. Mind you, these guys are older than him, but they somewhat got in a little addiction for real. So when they cooling in the alley, they laid back getting busted for real. They getting blasted. So now, as Jimmy start walking through, one of the guys say, man, who that is? That's little Jimmy. He say, yeah, what's going on, yo? He say, man, let me hold $40, short. He say, nah, I ain't got $40. He, man, Jimmy, come here, boy. Let me holler at you real quick. Let me hold $40, bro. But Jimmy coming through the alley, he has to walk past them to get to the bottom. So as he's coming through the middle, they like swarm in on him. One come from this way, one come from the other way. Because let's say the alley like this. Brick wall right here, brick wall right here. The two homeboys, they standing across from each other, having a conversation, passing whatever they indulging in back and forth. So boom, when they swarm in on him, Jimmy like, man, what y'all doing, man? I ain't got no $40 whole time. One of the dudes just straight throw him in the L for real. Now, when he throw him in the L, y'all already know the routine. He yoke up on him. When he yoke up, Jimmy is trying to, man, get off me, get off me. He trying to move his hand whole time. That leave everything else wide open. The other homeboy straight get it going in his pockets. Boom. He feel the 400 right there. He say, boy, I got him. He turned off, leave his partner right there. He take off running down the alley. The homeboy, he still got Jimmy yoked up. He hit him one more time in the air, but he throw him down to the ground as he bringing him back down. Boom, boom. He throw him to the ground. He take off running down. Mind y'all, Jimmy, like I told you, he ain't aggressive. He ain't really got that dug in him. He ain't really got that buck in him for real. So now, he just lay right there like, yo, that shit crazy, yo. Shit crazy. He wiping himself off for real. He getting up. All right, that's a bet. That's a bet. I don't even care. He start walking back home. Now, mind you, after going through all this, he still got the blunt like squished up in his hand. Whenever the dude throw him in the L, you know how it is when you got that item in your hand and you just squeeze onto it tight. So as he walking back, he look at his hand, he see he still got the B right there. So he like, He ends up sparking that for real as he's walking home. He get into the crib for real. He go upstairs. He like, yo, that's crazy. I'm tired of this, bro. I swear to God, I'm tired of this. Boom. He ends up rolling a fresh clip. He right there smoking. He say, all right, that's a bet. I'm going to call my uncle in the morning now. Mind you, he got an uncle who active outside for real. So he go in and smoke for real. He go to sleep. Wake up the next day. He holler at big uncle, man, where you at, uncle? He say, shit, I'm outside. What's going on? You all right? He say, nah, I need to holler at you real quick. He say, shit, come down the way. He say, all right, I'll be around there probably like 30 minutes. I'm ready to jump on the bus real quick. Big uncle say, man, don't catch no bus. Where you at? He said, I'm at the house. He say, all right, I'm ready to call you an Uber. Boom. He call him the Uber. He shoot down the way. He get down the way. He start talking to big uncle. Big uncle like, man, what the fuck going on? Why you looking all sad, man? Roll something up. Now Jimmy start rolling up. He say, talk to me, what's going on? Jim Doug end up telling him, man, you know, I got robbed last night. He say, what? Now, mind you, that sparked something big on. He jump up, what? Fuck you mean you got robbed? Who? Where? He say, nah, man, listen. I'm coming to you because I really want to know what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to conduct myself in this situation, how I'm supposed to handle this. Because, man, I'm tired of getting ran through. Like, man, I'm tired of being the loss on the totem pole, man. How do I stand up and handle this situation? He say, well, I mean, you know what you gotta do, man. For real, just let me knock these niggas off. Tell me who they is and they done. You my nephew, shorty. I love you to death. He say, nah, I want to handle it myself. They dap each other up for real. They sit right there, finish the blunt. Jimmy ends up getting up out of there. Now, he still got $300 to his name when he get back home for real. He remember he got the money in the shoe. He look in the shoe. He like, shit, I know exactly what I'm ready to do. Now, mind you, like I told you, everybody around Jimmy Way, they rock with him. He come outside. He goes up to the basketball court. He got a good little homeboy. They don't hang out every day, but they used to go to high school together. Now, this homeboy that he went to school with, he an outstanding member outside, so we pull up on him for real. He like, man, what's going on, Jimmy? You good, boy? He like, yeah, man, I got $300, yo. I need a weapon. He like, what? He start laughing. Jimmy, man, stop playing, boy. What you talking about? He say, no, for real, yo, I got robbed for real, man. I need to get some mine. So the dude even rock with Jimmy so much. He say, who the fuck robbed you, man? Just tell me who it is. I take care of that shit. He like, no, I'm tired of everybody saying they want to take care of it. I want to do it myself, yo. I'm a man. He ain't robbed y'all. He robbed me. I'm going to take care of it. So now, when he stand up like that and niggas see that fire in his eye, the homeboy like, all right, well, listen, man, I got a little 22 we ain't using for real. Just give me 200 for real. Matter of fact, give me $150. You my homeboy. I ain't really tripping out that shit. And niggas ain't even using it. It's a young ass 22. He say, all right, that's a bet. Go in the shoe. Peel out the 150. He give it to him. Homeboy run to the car. He peel off. He come back in probably like 5 minutes. He got the 22 wrapped in a little sandwich bag. I mean, in a little Walmart bag for real. Boom. Give it to him. Jimmy ends up getting up out of there. Now, when he get up out of there, now it's time to really man up. Now you really got to make the decision of, am I going to do this or am I making a big mistake? Boom. Jimmy end up smoking a blunt. He ends up weighing out his option. He say, man, I'm going to go for what I know. I'm tired of this, and if I don't stand up, his mindset is, if I don't put an end to it now, I know these dudes is looking at it like, man, every time I see Jimmy, I'm going to be able to rob him. I'm going to be able to take something from him because it wasn't no repercussion when y'all did it the first time. It was going to stop y'all from doing it again. So, boom. Now, he cool for real. Comes outside, walking around the way. The dudes that jacked him, they stay about 10 minutes away. So, that's probably like 20 minutes walking. But if you're a fast walk, it's probably like 15, 16 minutes. Jimmy walk around there. Like I told y'all, the little dudes is addicts. The same alley that he got robbed in, something in his mind say, spin around there. When he spin around, he see the two niggas in the alley. Now, mind you, it's probably like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Just him knowing that these guys are late night bloomers. When I got jacked, it wasn't that late, but it was late night. And I always know these guys like to duck off in this alley so the rest of the guys don't see what they doing in the alley as far as them getting busted and getting loaded. So, boom. He come through the alley for real. When he get to the top of the alley, he yell out, oh, boy, I know that ain't Smokey. So he say, what, who that? He say, man, it's Jimmy. He say, that Jimmy, that Jimmy. So now he turn around, he get excited. Mind you, he already howled his mind. His eyes big like bowling balls. His homeboy, he's such a sucker. He see his homeboy get excited, so in his mind, he like, oh, shit, what you ready to pull a move? What we ready to rob him again? Whole time they start walking towards Jimmy. As they start walking towards him, Jimmy start walking down. He like, yo, I ain't got no money, yo. I ain't got no money. So now, Jimmy playing the scared role like, yo, I ain't got no money, yo, for real. Leave me alone, yo. Leave me alone. They start getting, you know how it is. When the sheep play that role of a sheep, now the fake wolf show his teeth even more because fear breeds like Man, when you show somebody you scared, they don't ease up off for you. They smash the gas more. So now that they feel as though Jimmy's scared, they start coming and walking faster. No, come here. Whole time Jimmy come off that hip for real. Boom, he start letting them have it. Boom, 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 boom. One of the dudes tried to turn around and take off running. Realistically, both of their ass did. But one of them, as they turn around, he's so scared and trying to turn around so fast, he fall to the ground. The other homeboy, again, leaving his homeboy, he start haul-assing down the motherfucking alley. Whole time Jimmy catch him, no, boom, boom. He ends up catching two to the back. He fall to the ground. The homeboy that's already on the ground, he's trying to like crawl but fake get up. Man, he don't stand a chance. Jimmy wears his ass out. Boom, boom, boom. Now, mind you, this is a little dude that got no violence in his bone. Just caught 2 M1s as he's walking and making his way down to the bottom of the alley. The other homeboy like dragging like, but he still like coughing up blood and shit. Jimmy stand over top, tap his motherfucking head. Boom, bitch, fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? I told you niggas leave me the fuck alone. But this is the mindset that he got. I told you niggas leave me the fuck alone, yo. I don't bother nobody. I ain't did nothing to nobody, but you motherfuckers don't learn, yo. You niggas don't listen, and you niggas kept fucking with me, so now fuck you niggas. Boom. This the mindset that he got. He gets up out of there for real. He ends up walking out the alley. He bucking right. It's a bus stop right there for real. Boom. He rage jump on the bus, but he like, no, fuck that shit. I gotta get rid of this shit. He keeps walking down the block. He probably get like 4 or 5 blocks away. He see it's a sewer hole right there. He take off his hoodie, boom, throw that motherfucker in there, but he got a little sweater on him for real. He walks, he get back to the crib. Nothing happened. Boom, of course, time out, and the ambulance and them arrive at the scene. They pick them 2 up, but it's Baltimore City, man. They looking at this shit like, man, fuck it. They must have got caught up in something, and you know it is what it is. They get the bodies up, take them where they supposed to go, and that was the last of that. Boom. Jimmy got a homeboy. Now that he done got this switch in him, his mindset go from, man, now it's time for me to start taking shit. Niggas been taking from me my whole life. Now it's time for me to turn the temperature up in these motherfucking streets. Boom. He got a homeboy that's good dude, but he got a bad circumstance. His household is wicked and wild. Mom, you know, she doing her 1-2, no father in there. His brother got like 25 years in state prison, so he really by himself. So, you know, he's going through a lot right now. Jimmy end up calling him, say, look, boy, I got an opportunity for real. He say, man, what's up? Jimmy called him over the house. When he get over the house, Jimmy start telling him, listen, man, we ready to start robbing. He like, what? Jimmy start to explain to him, man, what the fuck, you not tired, yo? You ain't tired of not having nothing to fucking eat in your house, my nigga? You not tired of when you go home and ask your mother, you can't fucking depend on your mother, my nigga? Your father gone, your brother gone. You don't know what the fuck you gonna eat tonight, my nigga? Damn sure don't know what the fuck you gonna eat tomorrow, my nigga. You not tired of that shit? You a grown-ass man and don't know what the fuck you gonna eat, my nigga. And you a good nigga. You don't bother nobody. You don't do nothing to nobody, nor do I. And niggas always treat us like shit. I'm tired of that shit. He going off. His emotions getting the best of him. Whole time the homeboy right there, he feeling that shit though. He like, yeah, I'm is tired, man. Yeah, I'm is tired of that shit. He say, all right, man, fuck it, what we doing? Now, they sit right there, spark up the blunt for real. They start going through the plan. Very next day, they come outside. Late night, they catch a little nigga out there, you know, selling the grass. They run down on him, man, bitch, don't move. You know what time it is. Boom. They jack him. About a week later, they catch a nigga that's selling perks. Now, mind you, they intellectual little kids. They smart, and I'm talking about real book smart. So they understand timing. They understand pattern. They understand, you know, setting the scene. Waiting until your target get away from where he's the most strongest and waiting to catch him where he the most vulnerable at. They was putting all that shit into play. They end up catching the little perk nigga for real. They catch him in the alley conducting business, run down on him. Man, bitch, don't move. You know what time it is. Boom. They jack and shit. So now they get about 4 or 5 robberies in. It gets to the point to where as though now they got a couple of dollars. The homeboy done got his own little spot. He doing his thing. But like I told y'all, good ain't good enough. So now that day is muscle, and Jimmy done already caught 2 bodies about a week or 2 later, right? Big on get into some nonsense with some niggas around his way. Now, crazily how tables turn. He called nephew and say, man, you know, because the dudes that he getting into it with, they his age, but the threat is coming from the guys that's younger than the guy that he got into it with. So he calling Jimmy to see if he has any relationship with the young niggas that he know gonna come handle that business if it gets to that point, so that way that shit can get squashed. Like, you know how it is. If my nephew know the niggas that's the head tabbers, I could call him. He can call him, whoa, chill, boy, that's my uncle, man. Let me holler at him. Whatever problem it is, I can squash that shit. I'm cool with y'all. That's my uncle. Let that shit, no, don't even take it to that level. Boom. And if you're a made man, niggas will call it off. So boom. He ends up calling nephew. He like, nah, I don't really know the little niggas, but I'm ready to come down there. He like, all right, that's a bet. Jimmy and his homeboy pull down there. They got 2 big ass 10s on them for real. So they like, man, what the fuck going on? He like, man, I got into it with a bitch ass nigga. He keeps sending threats talking about this young niggas gonna come through here, wear this motherfucker out, so forth and so on. Big Unc tell him who the opposition is, but more importantly, what block the young niggas come off of. When he do that though, he say, all right, that's a bet. Jimmy and his homeboy chill right there for another 20-25 minutes, smoke a blunt or 2, jump in the car, they gets up out of there. Now, Big Unc feel like he gonna go talk to these guys. He gonna go, squash the beef, whatever the case may be. Him and his little man jump in the car. They mask up, throwing them motherfucking Nike gloves. Fuck just having on the Nike Tech and the Nike mask. They got the Nike gloves on. These boys is playing it at the elite level. So, boom, they jump in the car. They spin around the little niggas' blocks. They don't really know who they looking for. They just know any young niggas out there that look like they a threat. They got to get head tagged. Boom. When they bend the corner, coming down, they see it's like a line for real. Niggas must be handling their business, whatever the case may be. So it's like 5 niggas posted up on the gate, but it's probably like 8 sales right there. You can see niggas going in their pocket, handing them, no, let me get one of them. No, I was here first. You can see like the transactions going on. They pull right down in the middle of the block. Both of them jump out. They just start letting that shit go. Bang, 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 bang. Man, these little niggas got 10s on them too, so they letting that shit fly. Jump back in the car, skirt, gets out of there. 3 bodies end up dropping. But it's a mass shooting on this block, so the attention and the heat that comes right there is out of this world. Now, mind you, the opposition that his uncle was beefing with, he gets scared, not thinking that it even came from him, because they also got real street activity and street bump that they got going on their block. So now they just lost 3 soldiers, 2 young niggas, and just pulled on a block, got out broad day and got buck wild. In his mind, he thinking this gotta be from the street activity that we got going on. So fuck dealing with, we can put that shit to the side. I gotta tend to this real beef that just cost me 3 little soldiers. So boom, that beef ended up being taken care of just out of a motherfucker being lost and being in the green. So Big Unc end up looking like, man, shit, I owe y'all boys forever. Y'all just damn near saved my life. Jimmy and his homeboy, they had just robbed a nigga for like 4 ounces of some coke. Whole time they not hustlers, they can't sell a shit. Big Unc got a nice little block where he can maneuver some shit at. He say, listen, give me the coke. I'ma sell it for y'all. Whatever my profit would have been, whole time take half of it or a quarter, whatever. I'ma put something on, whatever the re-up is. I'ma put something on top of that shit for y'all taking care of that demonstration for me. They say, all right, that's a bet. Plus, in the long run, we gonna be able to lock in and I'm gonna be able to run the coke through for y'all. He say, all right, that's a bet. Boom. They ends up giving Big Unc the coke. He keep his word, probably like 2-3 months in that shit. Now Big Unc got a whole coke block pumping and jumping through the direct line of his nephew. Now, after he sell the 4 or 5 ounces that he had whole time, Jimmy already had somebody that he could go get some straight coke from, which was the homeboy that he knew from outside that sold him the 22 that he caught his first bodies with. Like I told y'all, he was an outstanding member and active outside. So once he realized that Jimmy active in the streets and he really playing this shit the right way, he could have came and got anything from his homeboy. So when he went to go holler at him, like, shit, you know, what's up with the coke? He say, shit, I got some. Boom. Now, Jimmy got money from what his uncle doing, and it's all profit because the coke that he gave him, he stole the shit. He robbed the nigga for the shit. So it's all free money regardless. So he ends up going in, doing business with his homeboys. They start copping. He ends up building the bond, whatever the case may be. So now, Jimmy not really robbing, him and his homeboy not really robbing because now they making drug money. So boom, in the midst of that, the homeboy, he got his little neighborhood where he from. And like I told you, his mom was an addict. So sad to say, he ends up locking in with his mother. His mother started bringing all her homeboys and friends that's addicts around. He ends up getting his little operation running. And probably like 3-4 months after that, he got his own little block with hitters out there that's, you know, hitting for him. He coming around, dropping the package off, collecting the pack money, so forth and so on. So boom, now these guys then went from regular little guys, school kids, working men, to robbers. Now they done graduated into hustlers that got, I wouldn't say a block, but they got 2-3 niggas out there that's hitting and copping from directly them. So they building a little machine up for real. Bum situation ended up happening. Jim Dub cooling, he goes outside one day. So now, while he outside cooling, he runs into a dude that knew him from back in the day. So now when he know him from back in the day, this is that stuff when I say, man, you will know a dude when he 15, but meet him at 22 and he a whole different person. You can't conduct yourself or handle them how you used to handle them when you was 15, however that may be, unless it was always respect, then it still should be respect as a man. So boom. The dude ends up running into him for real. He look like, man, I know that ain't Jim Doug, man. I know that ain't Jimmy little chump ass. He like, shit, what's going on, champ? He dap him up. He immediately start playing. He smack his head. Man, you little chump ass boy. Fuck is you doing? Running around like you a street nigga or something. Man, you little turkey ass. He just keeps smacking the tip of his head. Now, Jimmy letting him slide because he's like, man, what the fuck this nigga don't know, man? Like, I ain't that little Jimmy no more. My nigga stop fucking touching my head. Whole time after the third time, Jimmy like grab his chest like, yo, stop playing me, my nigga, yo, we ain't kids no more. He like pushing back like, my nigga, we ain't kids no more. Yo, stop touching my motherfucking head, my nigga, boom. Whole time he look like, the fuck, man, fuck you done drunk some gangster juice, shut the fuck up. He catch him, he like hit him one time in the chest, boom. When he hit him in his chest, it take the breath out of Jimmy. Now Jimmy like, all right. Now he start backing up. As he start backing up, he trying to, grab that motherfucker, but as he's trying to grab it, the dude take a step back and act like he ready clutch. And I do not know why people, I guess it's a survival tactic. He don't got no weapon on him, but now he got a jacket on. He acting like he trying to pull his jacket up and grab the joint. Whole time Jimmy get his joint out, he wear his ass out. Boom, 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 boom. He hit him like 4 times, the nigga fall to the ground. But this a main active block. It's timeouts parked at the bottom, the top, the bottom, and the middle of the block. They hear the shots go off. A police officer already coming up the middle street, Ray Butler left. He identified Jimmy right there, turning around with the weapon in his hand, taking off. He hit the motherfucking gas. Boom. Now, mind you, he in the car. Jimmy taking off on feet, so of course he gonna hawk him down. Boom, the officer get right there. He jump out. Freeze, put your hand in the air. Put the weapon down. Put the weapon down. Jimmy running. Instead of him just keep running, he turn around, let off 2 times. Boom, boom, fuck y'all. Whole time, of course, the only thing they could do is the police drop to the ground. He dropped to the ground. Jimmy still taking off. He jumped back up, hit him 3 times in the back. Boom, boom, boom. Now, these guys is elite motherfucking hitters, so he all on one knee with it. I'm telling you one last time, surrender. Stop running now. Stop or I'll shoot. Boom, boom, boom. He let the 3 off. Jimmy get hit in the back. He falls to the ground. Boom, timeout, run him down. He see the weapon slide. Ends up cuffing him up for real. Police arrive, ambulance arrive. They take him down, shot trauma. He ends up pulling through, but he definitely gone for that one. You done shot at the officer, boy. You already know what it is. And the dude ended up passing away. So he ended up getting charged for the body. Plus he get charged with the shooting of an officer. Man, they barbecue and knock spark plugs out of him in court. But, he's still serving his time now. His homeboy get the news. He like, damn, not my motherfucking right-hand man. Boom. This how wild he get, and this how wild life get. Niggas is around the way making fun of Jimmy. Yo, clown ass, Wayne Warren, wanna be thug so bad, yo, catch your body, then end up getting booked. Niggas will go from being scared of you, wouldn't say none of this shit in your face. Now you booked doing tell a sunburn out. Now these niggas is talking about clown, sucker, fake street dude. Whole time he find out, he ends up splatting one of the niggas. Boom! When he splat the nigga, this is the homeboy I'm talking about. The homeboy splat the nigga that was talking bad about Jimmy. Now niggas is sucker ducking and don't want to be street niggas. Somebody ends up dropping an anonymous tip. He ends up getting his mother house hit. When he get his mother house hit, she's an addict, so they finding everything in there. The whole time they threatening her with, you gonna go to jail if you don't tell us where your son at. She ends up telling where Jimmy live, where Jimmy homeboy live at. They ends up hitting his house, arrest him for an M1. He ends up getting booked for a body too. Now Jimmy gone and he gone, and the sad part is he got locked up off of information that was given from his mother. Plus he was taking care of his mother, my nigga. Like, he was making sure he was giving her money. Yeah, he knew she was getting high, but he always made sure she was good. She wasn't just out in the street having to do anything for some motherfucking money. But this is why I tell y'all, man, don't get involved in the Beastman episode. Beastman, yo, this is why I tell y'all, do it the right way, stay out the way. But with that being said, mob, thank y'all for riding with us. Where you forever locked with your boy Stories with V. At this time, one more time for his mob. Like, share, comment, hit the subscribe button, hit that hype button for us. Please drop us a comment, man. Also, all social media platforms, tap me and lock in with us, man. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers, man. My birthday is in 2 days. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. It's the mob. Let's go.